And there's a mixed response in the city toward the president's visit. The mayor welcomes the trip, but believes it comes at a bad time.
Mike Lowe begins our coverage now live in Kenosha. Mike?
Patrick and Micah, good evening to both of you. Kenosha Strong is the message hanging on bed sheets and painted on boards that are covering up a lot of the damage here in Kenosha. Damage that President Trump says he wants to see firsthand. And when he visits, he says he also wants to meet with law enforcement officers. But some here in Kenosha, including the Wisconsin governor and the mayor of Kenosha himself, say that this is not a good idea. They fear that the president's presence could further agitate a city that is only beginning to calm down for the last 5 days. In the heart of Kenosha's uptown, 22nd Avenue is a metaphor for the city itself, torn apart. This longtime Kenosha resident spoke to us with tears welling in her eyes.
I'm devastated, as this whole community is. And Donald Trump coming into our city with all of the problems we already have going on is going to escalate.
It is a sentiment shared by both Wisconsin's governor and Kenosha's mayor. They have asked the president to delay his trip to the city over fears that his divisive rhetoric will stir resentment and ignite more demonstrations.
I would tell you, though, that I'm disappointed that he is coming. Our community has gone through a great deal, and there is no time right now for politics to be played.
But some residents say they are willing to give the polarizing president a chance.
Whatever he plans on doing, if it's a bad thing, no, I ain't rocking with it. But if he's trying to do something positive, I'm all with it, you know.
But the relative peace could vanish when the president appears. Today, the president spread misinformation about Kenosha on Twitter, writing, quote, "If I didn't insist on having the National Guard activate and go to Kenosha, Wisconsin, there would be no Kenosha right now. Also, there would have been great death and injury. I want to thank law enforcement and the National Guard. I will see you Tuesday." Kenosha officials called that a false statement, and the commander of the National Guard troops in Wisconsin said the process of activating troops involves state governors, not the president.
The White House rolled in and has talked a lot about sending National Guard members in, and what I want to reemphasize is that the process is actually a governor-to-governor compact.
When asked about the president's misleading tweet, Adjutant General Paul Knapp declined to answer.
It wouldn't be appropriate for me to comment on the president's tweets.
Meantime, we're learning more about who may have been responsible for the mayhem in the city last week. Kenosha police say of the 175 arrests made, 102 were not from Kenosha. And for one resident, walking alone surrounded by destruction, there is only one solution. She says it must come from the people, not politicians.
We're not going to heal by violence or destruction. We just all need to come together.
And the president's itinerary has not yet been made public, but around the time he is expected to be here, the family of Jacob Blake says they will be holding a peaceful gathering at the site where Blake was shot 1 week and 1 day ago. There are still some 1,500 National Guard troops here in Kenosha to keep the peace. Reporting live tonight in Kenosha, Mike Lowe, WGN News.
All right, Mike, and continuing our coverage.